y'all should know the drill at this point. Daily free guide, the rest of the free Annie pulls I didn't do last time, and then the man of the hour coming to us all the way from CN, Phenn. We have the 10 pulls left on the seals, and then 80 on the 100 Annie guide, because the last 20 comes tomorrow, and then we move on to the free pulls for Phenn. Where are we? Here we go. Alright, so 5 Ulbrich and 1 pull. No? Literally, how does that lead to... Anyway. I wanted to start off this video by thanking you all for the warm reception to the FF6 collab pull video I uploaded last week. I was honestly taken aback by the amount of attention it's gotten and is still getting. Was like completely unexpected. It literally became the most viewed video on my entire channel in less than 3 days. Absolutely insane. So yeah. Thank you all for watching it, liking, commenting, interacting with it, and with my channel. I truly, truly do appreciate it, and you know, it makes me happy that there are people who like the quote content that I make. Best streamer deserves the Symphony, no. So these pulls only are gen pool, I think. So it would be so nice if I could get Relisha on this banner and just complete my gen pool like that. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who are you? Wrath! I don't think I've ever really noticed his voice before. It's nice. Well, then again, I think the first time I got him was as a 4. Holy! Grieg! One step closer to her A4! I got Ulbrich from my free 10. Nice, nice. Best choice streamer. No, please don't do that. Please don't. Grieg is definitely a useful dupe. We love that. We take those. But, of course, freebies are freebies. I would be happy with any 5 stars for the Awakening Shards, and we get a gold ring! Zonta? Zonta! Okay. Zonta, also good. I need to build towards his A4 too. I would prefer the 5 stars, any 5 stars that I'm getting, to not be like Heathcote or Sophia or Cardona or anyone else I already have a lot of dupes for. I swear, like, I literally only had A1 Teo, and then after my giant, like, 700 Traveler Seals pull, now I have, like, A6 Teo, and I'm like, how the hell did that happen? I thought you called him Santa? No, Zonta. Zonta is definitely not Santa. Not even close. So what is the name of the little girl that you look after in P4? Nanako. Hanako breaks Yosuke's scooter. I'm still curious on the freaky looking versions of August and the others. Well, it sounds like you should continue playing either COTC or Octopath Traveler 0. Chop chop! Come on, when's your next stream? You will find out. But the only way you can find out is to play the game. But 0 wouldn't have that, would it? I don't know. I haven't played it either. Play the game! You know I'm not gonna answer this for you. I'm going to make you have to find out yourself. Also, Joy, not this weekend, but next weekend, you're gonna hate my sleep. Should I mark this down on my calendar? May I ask why I'm going to hate your sleep? What are you going to be doing that is going to make me hate your sleep? Just so I can prepare. EVO Vegas the biggest fighting game tournament? Oh god. Wait, you're in UK time? You're gonna be looking at stuff in Vegas? You're going to, like, give yourself jet lag for a weekend. Is that what you're saying? Yes? Oh god. You know, at least it's a weekend. That is like the small bit of consolation. At least it's a weekend. Man, getting Guti just made me remember I still haven't done Guti's Traveler story because I think it's too funny to leave him passed out in the middle of Emberglow. Perhaps I should do it at some point, but I mean, there's not really much of a reason for me to do it other than the 20 rubies, I think it is. Because I already have him maxed out, and he's been maxed out for ages. Someone did ask me to go to London on the same weekend, but I decided not to. Oh, Brigitte. Are you going to be, like, streaming that whole thing and doing your React stuff, or are you just gonna be watching? Would cost a lot just on travel. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, last one. Hello? There you are. Ooh, gold again! Who's it gonna be? Ooh, or stare at cards. It's a girl. A fame girl? Who? Cecily! Alright, I'll take a Cecily. Phenn dodging? I haven't even started pulling for Phenn yet. We will get there right after this. Fior! This is either A5 or A6 Fior. I don't remember, but I have a lot of Fior already. Hi, both the free pulls are bad for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Nathaniel. Welcome in. Octopath 3 when? Well, we got Octopath Traveler 0. And Team Asuna was working on Final Fantasy Resonance right now, so who knows? Now we start the Phenn pulls. Just like they did on his release in CN, we get 20 free pulls on his banner that I think count towards pity, which is nice. Because that also means there is a minuscule, tiny chance that I can walk out of this without spending any rubies. And while I would love that to happen, it is, again, very small chance. And I'm sure y'all have seen that my luck has not been hitting that great recently. But it's okay. I have saved and prepared for this exact moment. What the hell? Wrong memory traveler hunter. I mean, I'll take it. But, okay. Like, I have nothing aside from Signa. I mean, she still has her uses. Even though with Edgar out, she doesn't have as much of her uses, but she's still, like, helpful. What is this FF Resonance? Oh, Final Fantasy Resonance. Basically similar to how they turned Octopath COTC into Octopath Traveler 0 and made it a single-player RPG instead of a gacha game. They're doing the same for FFBE and turning that into a console game in FF Resonance, which is nice because FFBE EOS'd a while back. The cat hunter looks cute. That cat hunter would probably shoot you in the face for saying that. Alright, getting hunters, but not the correct hunter. Darn. Okay. It is time to pull on the big banner itself. With my hard-earned rubies. I rolled for regular renew on my alt. I'm going to regret it later on, LMAO. Why would you do that? Why? Rinyu has been power crept to hell at this point. Right, gonna lurk and fall asleep. Good night, Scar. Sleep well. Thank you for stopping in. I need supports on my alt. I mean, I guess, but there are better things to pull on than Rinyu. Base Rinyu, especially at this point. Hello. Okay. Gilderoy? Okay, random. But okay. I have way too many Gilderoy stones. Okay. Lots of Lolo. So we got some hunter energy, but not the correct hunter energy. Keep going. In any case, can I talk about when Square Enix still owns the game? Like, the game stopped showing previews of new characters since NetEase owns it now? Yeah, those little, I guess, trailers where they would just show you some of the characters' moves and what they and how they act, like, those were fun. And that is something that oh, hello, Lionel. I should start writing these down. But yeah, NetEase did stop doing that. They don't do that anymore, which is kind of sad. But I don't know, I guess it's more work for them that they just don't want to do because of how lazy the rest of this game is. Keep going. Wanna show the character previews? Check the Japan yeah. Oh my god. I remember I forgot which unit this was, but it was some new unit that had just got announced in JP, and I was looking at the trailer on YouTube, except I did not realize I had the YouTube like AI translation language thing on, so it was just, the audio was just coming through in like really bad English, and I was like, what the hell is this? And then I found that setting and turned it off, and it is now permanently off. I hate that they're shoving generative AI literally fucking everywhere these days. But yeah, I mean, at least I guess you can go on the JP channels and see the previews and trailers, whatever you want to call it, there. You should turn it off. AI voice is very bad. I know, I did immediately once I realized how to turn it off, I promise. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Paula's art is pretty. I like the flower field. Also, speaking of, I have another bone to pick with the NetEase translations. Like, I always have bones to pick with the NetEase translations, but now I have another one. And this time it is due to how they translate some of the terms in collabs. Because obviously the collabs take things from already existing, previously published games and just put them into COTC, and because they're already existing, previously published games, some of the moves, the terms, the items in them already have like established official English translations, but sometimes the NetEase volunteer translators do not have the full context and don't know how whatever game they COTC collabs with originally translated that, so they do their own translation of it, and it's fucking wrong. For example, the tagline to the game Bravely Default is to have the courage to disobey. And this is a very important recurring theme in the story, to, you know, not take the information that's being presented to you, like, always at face value, and to, you know, bravely default, and to disobey. And of course, some NetEase volunteer translator, who did not have the full correct context for this, translated this as the courage of defiance, and I was looking at it like, what the hell is that supposed to be? Moruso? Is this her A4? This might be her A4 or A5 for me. I think it's her A5. Man, I know Moruso's never been a good unit, but I've always loved the sky, galaxy, starry night going on in her art. I've always found it really pretty. And anyway, the reason I was thinking about this is because there have been translation issues popping up with the Final Fantasy VI units, as Marshall pointed out to me last. Holy Tressa, why am I getting every 5-star except for Phenn? Why am I getting every 5-star except for Phenn? Excuse me. Please move along. You're cute, Tressa, but not here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, how they translated Edgar's ether skill incorrectly. Because it was using the incorrect item names from Final Fantasy VI. Is this gonna be the lucky pull? It's a 5-star ring, so I don't know. It could be a lucky pull. It could not be a lucky pull. And I don't trust NetEase translations. Their translation is mid to ass. Oh, I agree. It's awful. There's no voice, so it's him. There's no voice because he has... Okay, now there's a voice. Okay, finally. We got him! Look at him giving the girl a head pat. What a good, big brother figure. Ooh. Nice and easy. That was a really weird amount of spooks, though. Got him!
You.
I'm Phenn, a member of the Watch from a village called Wishvale.
Ah.
I'll never let anyone threaten this village again. I'll do whatever it takes to protect it. If there's something you wish to protect, let me lend a hand. Easy! At exactly 100 too. Nice round number.